Hi, and welcome back to episode 3 of my buyer boot camp. My name's David Moyer. I'm with Keller Williams Advisors Real Estate in Dayton, Ohio. And we've been going over a lot of things such as maintenance items to be aware of, hidden costs to be aware of that maybe don't even have to deal with the house, and where our economic conditions are right now. But today we're going to talk about the different neighborhoods around the greater Dayton area and what they mean for you depending on what your background is and where you're coming from and the lifestyle you're looking for, and what I'm finding based off of these areas where most people tend to lean one way or the other. So there isn't a one-size-fits-all home in the greater Dayton area depending on where you're coming from. So if this is your first time watching my channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because this is part of a series. So if you've missed the first few, you can go back after this video and check those out as well. And by subscribing, you'll also get notified as soon as I drop the next video. So make sure you subscribe, and let's talk about the different neighborhoods in the greater Dayton area. Now, like I said before, not all areas of Dayton are created equal, and where you buy really kind of depends on your lifestyle. So we're going to go over 3 to 4 different type of categories that I think are important, and hopefully you fall into one of these categories. If for some reason you think, David, you didn't really get it right, don't fall into one of those categories, drop a comment or reach out to me directly, and let's talk about a neighborhood that's going to be a good fit for you, especially if you're not familiar with the area or if you're relocating here. The first areas I'm going to really touch on here ever so lightly are areas that are really important and popular with buyers that have families, especially families with small children. And those areas are Springboro, Centerville, Kettering, and Bellbrook. Those are going to be highly populated by younger families raising their kids, putting them through the school system. The school system draws them in because they want to make sure their kids have everything they need, from not only the academics, also to after-school activities, also to things like marching band, sports, football, soccer, you name it. If these are important to you, these are the areas that usually offer the most affordability and availability for people with kids looking to get involved in those areas. Also, you get a little bit more of a suburban feel. So if you're looking to move into these areas, you're going to have easy access to restaurants, grocery stores, YMCAs, things of that nature that make your lifestyle achievable in those areas. And you're also going to find that a lot of your neighbors are just like you. So you're moving in with your family, and I see it time and time again. A lot of people want to know, do a lot of kids live in this area for my children to interact with? And while that's not something necessarily I can go over and distinctly say yes or no, I can give them a general feel for, in my experience, this is what we find. If you're moving out into the suburbs and you have kids and making sure they have other kids to interact with, Springboro, Kettering, Bellbrook, Centerville, those are going to be great options for you if that's what you're looking for. The next section I'm going to talk about is for our military relocation buyers and our veterans that are moving here specifically for Wright-Patt Air Force Base, or even if they're from the area originally and they're looking to make a purchase for the first time and they are active duty or they're going to be working at Wright-Patt Air Force Base. And those areas are, of no surprise, Beavercreek and Fairborn. And the main reason is the proximity. If you're looking for a really simple commute, or if your instructions when you come to Wright-Patt Air Force Base are to have the shortest commute possible, Beavercreek and Fairborn are going to be the options for you. They're going to give you the greatest stability. So not only are you going to be surrounded by those that are of like mind, and are probably more than likely are also at Wright-Patt Air Force Base, but you're also going to have a great resale quotient when it comes time for you to potentially move if you're being relocated with the military. We see homes moving all the time in both Beavercreek and Fairborn because of the fact that the military relocation is so strong in those areas. So if you're military and you're looking to move here, of course you can choose anywhere. I've had people and colonels and lieutenants move to Centerville, Kettering, Oakwood, Vandalia, you name it, but the number 1 and number 2 are Beavercreek and Fairborn when it comes time for them to make their purchases, even if it's just for the next 4 to 5 years. Now, something I think is really great about the greater Dayton area and what I've seen happen over the past 21 years of doing real estate is the migration of the young professionals into the actual city of Dayton itself. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean this is the only place you're going to find young professionals, but the greatest majority and concentration of young professionals are going to be in the downtown urban area of Dayton, Ohio. This can include areas such as the Oregon District, St. Anne's Hill, as well as South Park. These are areas that see a great amount of young, single people, newly married, young professionals that are looking for something where they can walk to a coffee shop, they can walk to have dinner, they can walk to the river to experience some of the festivals that are there, easily take their bike wherever they want to go, and they like to be active but stay within the community, and that's going to be the downtown area. And the Oregon District, South Park, St. Anne's Hill, Grafton Hill, they offer a lot of excitement, a lot of activities, and some really great historical charm that so many young professionals really find appealing. And like I said, I'm really excited about this because I've seen Dayton change so much over the past 20 years. I've seen it go from old historic homes that maybe have gotten forgotten, but now they're being rejuvenated and they're getting a new life of their own, and they're becoming a vibrant part of the community. And that's what these young professionals really are looking for. So if that's you, this may be the area of Dayton that you want to maybe start your home search, or give me a call and talk to me more about, and we can explore if that lifestyle is a great fit for you. And just because you're living in downtown Dayton doesn't necessarily mean it's historic homes only. We do have a lot of new construction that's happening downtown, a lot of loft living, a lot of townhome living. So there's really something for everybody. Now, the last kind of class of buyers I'm going to talk about in this video, those are my budget buyers. And I don't say budget buyers like inexpensive buyers, but I say those that are looking for something that's reasonable, something they can put their own spin on, something that's going to have some good appreciation, but be really easy to maintain, and a great entry-level home. And that is in the areas of Riverside and Huber Heights. Huber Heights, Ohio actually is the brick ranch capital of the world. They say that majority of the houses in Huber Heights are 3-bedroom, 1-bath brick ranches, and a lot of them have the same footprint, one after the other, after the other, after the other. What makes this so great is it keeps the affordability really low and really, really well for people that are looking to make that entry into home ownership, but it also gives you the ability to make that home your own and really stand out amongst the competition if 5 years down the road you're looking for a change of scenery, or if you're being relocated. So Huber Heights and Riverside are going to be really, really great options to get in there, find a great quality home. Brick homes are usually some of the best when it comes to their monthly utilities, by the way, and actually get in there and make it your own, see some of that sweat equity, and also see a great resale down the road, whether you're in the home for 3 years or 10 years. So if you're a budget buyer, these are going to be great places for you to start your search. But this is going to be the highest concentration of what I would call the budget buyers. Other than that, I think a lot of times people will lean into the Kettering area as well, because we do have some really nice Cape Cods that are of a good size, 1,300, 1,700 square feet, and the average price per square foot is a little bit lower than other places. But like I said, I do a buyer consultation with everybody. So if you think that maybe I'm a budget buyer, is this going to be the right fit for me? Let's talk about it. That's what I'm here for. So once again, thanks for watching. And like I said before, this is part of a series. So if this is your first time on my channel, make sure you like and subscribe so you know exactly when I drop the next part of this series. It's going to be really, really important, because the final part of this series, I'm breaking down step by step how to structure a winning offer and how to make sure you get into that home before anybody else does, for the best terms possible to help you achieve your life in real estate. So my name is David Moyer. I'm with Keller Williams Advisors Real Estate. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of these areas I've talked about, or if there's an area you'd like for me to focus on in other videos down the road, feel free to comment and let me know. But like I said, stay tuned, because the next one, we're going to break down exactly how to write that good offer. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.